Reading from Canto 8, Chapter 18, Text 1. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Text 1. Shri Shuka Vacha Ittham Virinchas Tutagarama Viryaha Pradurbha Bhuvamrita Bhuradityam Chaturbhujaha Shanka Gadabja Chakraha Pishangavasa Nalinayate Kshanaha. Shukadeva Goswami said after Lord Brahma had thus spoken, glorifying the Supreme Lord's activities and prowess, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is never subject to death, like an ordinary living being, appeared from the womb of Aditi. His 4 hands were decorated with a conch shell, club, lotus and disc. He was dressed in yellow garments and his eyes appeared like the petals of a blooming lotus. Purport: the word Amrita Bhu is significant in this verse. The Lord sometimes appears like an ordinary child taking birth, but this does not mean that he is subject to birth, death, old age. One must be very intelligent to understand the appearance and activities of the Supreme Lord in his incarnations. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tattvataha. One should try to understand that the Lord's appearance and disappearance and his activities are all divyam or transcendental. The Lord has nothing to do with material activities. One who understands the appearance, disappearance and activities of the Lord is immediately liberated. After giving up his body, he never again has to accept a material body, but is transferred to the spiritual world. Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. Shyama badato jhasharaja kundala tviso lachachri vadanam bhujapuman Shri Vatsavaksha Balayanga do Ullasat Kirita Kanchi Gunacharu Nupuraha. The body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, blackish in complexion, was free from all inebrieties. His lotus face, decorated with the earrings resembling sharks, appeared very beautiful, and on his bosom was a mark of Shivatsa. He wore bangles on his wrists, armlets on his arms, a helmet on his head, a belt on his waist, a sacred thread across his chest, and ankle bells decorating his lotus feet. Madhuvrata vrata vigushtaya swaya virajitah Shri Vanamalaya Harihi Prajapatir Veshmattamah Swarochisha Vinayashan Kantha Nivishta Kaustubah. An uncommonly beautiful garland of flowers decorated his bosom, and because the flowers were extremely fragrant, a large group of bees made their natural humming sounds, invading them for honey. When the Lord appeared wearing the Kaustuba gem on his neck, his effulgence vanquished the darkness in the home of the Prajapati Kashyapa. Dishaha prasethu salilashayastadha Prajaha prakhrishta ritavo gunan vitaha Dyaur antariksham kshitiragni jihva Gavo dvijahat sanjahashur nagascha. At that time there was happiness in all directions, in the reservoirs of water like the rivers and oceans, and in the core of everyone's heart. The various reasons displayed their respective qualities, and all living entities in the upper planetary systems, in outer space, and on the surface of the globe were jubilant. The demigods, the cows, the brahmanas, and the hills and mountains were all filled with joy. Shonayam Shavana Dvadasyam Muhurte Abhijiti Prabhu Sarve Nakshatra Taradyash Chakrustan Janma Dakshinam. On the day of Shravana Dwadashi, the 12th day of the bright fortnight in the month of Bhadra, when the moon came into lunar mansion, Shravana, at the auspicious moment of Abhijit, the Lord appeared in this universe. Considering the Lord's appearance very auspicious, all the stars and planets, from the sun to Saturn, were munificently charitable. Purport: Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur, an expert astrologer, explains the word nakshatra taradyaha. The word nakshatra means the stars. The word tara in this context refers to the planets, and adyaha means the first one specifically mentioned. Among the planets, the first is Surya, the sun, not the moon. Therefore, according to Vedic version, the modern astronomer's proposition that the moon is nearest to the earth should not be accepted. The chronological order in which people all over the world refer to the days of the week is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, corresponds to the Vedic order of the planets and thus circumstantiates the Vedic version. Apart from this, when the Lord appeared, the planets and stars became situated very auspiciously, according to astrological calculations, to celebrate the birth of the Lord. O King, when the Lord appeared on Dwadashi, the 12th day of the moon, the sun was at the meridian. As every learned scholar knows, this Dwadashi is called Vijaya Dwadashi. Shankadundhubhayo nedhur mridanga panavanakaha chitravaditraturyanam nirghoshas tumalo abhavad. Conch shells, kettle drums, pranavas, anakas vibrated in concert. The sound of these and various other instruments was tumultuous. Pretas chapas saro anrityan gandharva pravara jaguhu tushtavur muniyo deva manavaha pitaro agnayaha. Being very pleased, the celestial dancing girls, apsaras, danced in jubilation. The best of the Gandharvas sang songs, and the great sages, demigods, manus, pitris, and fire gods offered prayers to satisfy the Lord. The Siddhas, the Vidyadharas, Kimpurushas, Kinnaras, Charanas, Yakshashas, Rakshashas, Suparnas, the best of the serpents, and the followers of the demigods all showered flowers on Aditi's residence, covering the entire house while glorifying and praising the Lord and dancing. When Aditi saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead who had appeared from her own womb, having experienced a transcendental body by his own spiritual potency, she was struck with wonder and was very happy. Upon seeing the child, Prajapati Kashyapa exclaimed, Jaya, Jaya, in great happiness and wonder. The Lord appeared in his original form with ornaments and weapons in his hands. Although his ever-existing form is not visible in the material world, he nonetheless appeared in this form. Then in the presence of his father and mother, he assumed the form of a Vamana, a Brahmana dwarf, a brahmachari, just like a theatrical one. Purport: the word nataha is significant. An actor changes dress to play different parts, but is always seen the same man. Similarly, as described in the Brahma Samhita, the Lord assumes many thousands and millions of forms. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham. He is always present with innumerable incarnations. Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan Nana Avataram Akarut Bhuvaneshu Kintu. Nonetheless, although he appears in various incarnations, they are not different from one another. He is the same person with the same potency in the same eternity and the same spiritual existence. But he can simultaneously assume various forms. When Vamana Dev appeared in the womb of his mother, he appeared in the form of Narayana, with 4 hands equipped with necessary symbolic weapons, and then immediately transformed himself into a brahmachari, a vatu. This means that his body is not material. On one who thinks that the Supreme Lord assumes a material body is not intelligent. He has to learn more about the Lord's position, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 4.9, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tattvataha. One has to understand the transcendental appearance of the Lord in his original transcendental body, Satchitananda Vigraha. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ma Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Shrimate Jaya Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamani. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are on Ekadashi, one day before, and fasting for the appearance of Lord Vamana tomorrow. And we are reading from the appearance of Lord Vamana Dev, the dwarf incarnation. So I've been asked to speak about the birth of Vamana today. So the history is that the Lord has appeared on the request of his devotee, Aditi, the mother of the demigods. Aditi and Kashyapa have conceived the demigods. Aditi becomes very morose, becomes very, very sad that all her sons have been removed from their positions in Swarga, and the demons have taken over. So she is not very happy. She wants her sons to be ruling. So she goes to Kashyapa when this happens. And how does this happen? The fight between the demigods and the asuras is commonly happening. And at one point of time, Indra finishes the demons like nothing. We're routing all the demons and finishing them. And he, with his particular weapon, killed Bali, the general of all the demons. And Narada personally comes, Narada personally comes and tells him, please stop it, don't finish them so much. That's when they've stopped. And they were very happy and they were celebrating. They celebrated. But in the meantime here, Shukracharya, he brought back to life all the dead demons. And how is that? Mrata Sanjeevani, he knew this art. It is not that it was very common. Not many people knew it. But he knew how to bring a dead man back to life. Amazing. I wish he was here during the coronavirus. And where so many people will be very happy. But that is a wonderful art which only special people with special austerities are benedicted with. So he was able to bring dead people back to life, and he brought Bali Maharaj back to life. Bali, when he came back to life, he was wondering, I died and I have come back to life. And this is because of Shukracharya's power. So he immediately said, everything of mine is yours. I completely surrender to you. So you have given me second life. And he said, I surrender to you. Not only that, he pleased Bali, he pleased Shukracharya very much. All the Brahmanas who were with Shukracharya, working for the demons, He gave them all wonderful feast, honored them, washed their feet, respected them, and did a lot of things for them. Because he said, my life is for you, Shukracharya and all the Brahmanas. So they became very happy with Bali for his wonderful service. And Shukracharya became so pleased that he told Bali, tell me what you want. I'm very pleased with you. So Bali said, I have already surrendered myself to you. What can I want apart from something? But there's one thing that I may want to ask you. I want to avenge the demigods. I want to occupy Swarga. I want to throw out Indra. At least that much I must be able to do, because you have given me life back. So Shukracharya said, Bali, you have it. I'll prepare you for it. You will get back Swarga. And in this way, he performed along with the Brahmanas. They're all very powerful people. Vishwajit Yajna. He did this amazing Vishwajit Yajna. Vishwajit means Vishwajita, entire universe you will conquer. So for that Vishwajita Yajna, the only person who can give you for that power is Vishnu himself. Vishnu himself has to give you that power. So Shukracharya led Bali Maharaj and all of them to worship the Supreme Vishnu. And in that yajna that was done, it was so pleasing to Vishnu that in the yajna, amazing things came out, all meant to defeat the demigods. So a big chariot, a ratha, came out of the fire. Bows came out of the fire. All sorts of amazing things meant for fighting and finishing the demigods came out of the fire. Then all the great personalities also gave many things to Bali. In this way, Bali became surcharged. Shukracharya said that every portion of your wrapping skin will be like gold. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can touch you. You are invincible. Very powerful they made Bali. Bali became very powerful. And then when he was ready, he said, shall I go? He took the blessings of Shukracharya and he immediately went to Swarga. He went there and started blowing his conch shell and started surrounding the place. Indra's place, with all this Nandakanan and all these wonderful places. He surrounded and he was giving them a chance, surrender, run away or fight with me. Brahaspati, who was with the demigods, he said, all of you fly, get out from here. They were very surprised. Why? Can't do anything to Bali. Bali is very strong now. The Brahmanas have reinforced him and he is very powerful, and they have played to Vishnu. While you were all celebrating here, drinking and dancing with the Apsaras, they became stronger and stronger and stronger. So he's very strong now, he cannot do anything. Better you run away, because definitely he'll defeat you. Humiliation it will be. So they all ran away, they became invisible. And the demons took over. All of them fled. Aditi went and spoke this only to Kashyapa and said, all my sons have fled, demons have taken over, therefore I don't like this very much. I am very sad, I want my sons to rule. So Kashyapa said, you do this payovrata, austerity. So she did that. Then they performed yajna for 12 days. And in that yajna, Vishnu appeared to Aditi personally. He said, I am very pleased with you and your austerities. It's mentioned for 1,000 years, 10,000 years she did austerity. And then Vishnu became very pleased with her. And she told him that this is what I am feeling very much about as a mother of all of them. I very much want them to be in position, not suffer like this. Without any position, they are suffering. So the Lord said, I will appear as your son and I will drive away the demons. See Jagannath Baladev Subhadramaiki. I will drive away the demons. Right? And in this way, the Lord appeared. Kashyapa could see that he has appeared within him. He impregnated Aditi, and then from Aditi's womb, it is mentioned on Vijayadvadashi, the Lord appeared in his brilliant form, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, Narayana, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he gave darshan. He said, as promised, I have appeared as your son. And Kashyapa glorified him. Aditi was very, very happy. Seeing the power and the effulgence of the Lord, she knew that finished, the demons are out. Because in the past, the same things have happened. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, and now Vamana coming in the same family. Bali Maharaj was the son of Virochana, who was the son of Prahlad Maharaj. So, this wonderful story is mentioned in the Bhagavatam also. But there are other internal things also mentioned in other Puranas, like Vamana Purana. In Vamana Purana it is mentioned that while Bali was very strong and very getting back into good shape and enjoying dominion over everybody, he had occupied the Swargaloka. At that time, one fine day, he found that everybody, all the demons look very dull. They normally look dull only, must be. But to him, he knew that all the demons look very dull and this thing, something is happening. And there was a lot of vibration, some omens here and there and things. So he went and asked to his grandfather, Prahlad Maharaj, why is this happening? Prahlad Maharaj had given him blessings even during the Yajna of Vishwajit by giving him a beautiful garland that gave him amazing powers. So, being a demoniac family member, blessed. So now he asked Prahlad why this is happening. So, it's mentioned that when Aditi was pregnant, simply by her walking, the globe will tilt. The whole Bhugolam was tilting because of the weight of the fetus, the weight of Vamana in the womb. So heavy. And everybody was feeling it in the whole globe. Wow, what is this? And Prahlad, seeing all these different omens, he heard all these things from Bali. And he said, why it is like that? And he went into very deep meditation on Vishnu. And then he found that Vishnu is appearing, he is in the womb of Aditi. He told immediately to Bali, the Supreme Lord is going to appear. He is in the womb of Aditi, conceived by Kashyapa, as a result of the request they had for boon. Instantly Bali said, who is this Vishnu? Why is he harassing the demons? We have enough powerful demons, we'll finish him. Hearing that, Prahlad Maharaj got very angry. And he instantly mentioned, how dare you say that? You don't know anything about him and you talk like this. I curse you to lose all your opulence immediately. Very soon you'll do it. And then Bali said, what is this, my dear grandfather? I came to ask you and come to know about this. And all of a sudden you have become so angry with me. Why? And this he was reasoning out. And then Bali was feeling sad that I came to get blessing and I got this curse from my grandfather who is known as a great personality. Then Prahlad Maharaj said, yes, I think I too got a little angry. It is the influence that is affecting all of us. A powerful influence of the presence of the Lord is affecting everybody. I don't know why I got angry with you, but whatever I have done, I cannot take it back. But one thing is, you will become glorified when you meet the personality of Godhead. You will become very great and you will become known wonderfully as a devotee of Hare. He will tell him this. He will tell Bali, you will become greatly known by your wonderful act. This is a blessing I want to give you. I can't withdraw the curse. So this is the background. And Bali already knows that Vishnu has come, but something good is going to happen to me from that. Good means for me personally, but bad for the demons. This he had known. So here, appearance of Vamana Dev, when it is happening, other things are happening in Bali Maharaj's place. He is coming to know that the Lord is going to come. Because invariably the powerful demons also come to know by omens, by other people telling them and everything. So the story wonderfully unfolds. We will read further. The Lord appeared in his beautiful form as Narayana. Then it is mentioned here like a dramatic actor. He immediately changed his form. He became a brahmachari, a brahmana dwarf. In front of their eyes, they were watching and became a dwarf. This must be real magic. Nato natyadharo yata. He can change his performance from four-handed Narayana. Then in the presence of his father and mother, he assumed the form of Vamana, a brahmana dwarf, just like a theatrical actor. Yata nataha. He became. So, tam vatum vamanam drishtva motamana maharshayah karmani karayam asuhu puraskritya prajapatim. When the great sages saw the Lord as a brahmana dwarf, Vamana, they were certainly very pleased. Thus they placed before them Kashyapa Muni, the Prajapati, and performed all the ritualistic ceremonies, such as the birthday ceremony. Purport. According to Vedic civilization, when a child is born in the family of a Brahmana, the birthday ceremony known as Jata Karma is first performed, and then other ceremonies are also gradually performed. But when this Vamana-rupa appeared in the form of a Vatu or Brahmachari, his sacred that ceremony was also performed immediately. Tasyon paniyamanasya savitrim savita bravit brihaspatir brahmasutram mekhalam kashyapo adadat. At the sacred thread ceremony of Vamana Deva, the sun god personally uttered the Gayatri mantra. Brihaspati offered the sacred thread and Kashyapa Muni offered a straw belt. Dadau Krishnanjinam bhumir dandam somo vanaspati kopina chadhanam mata dyaus chatram jagatahapate. Mother Earth gave him a deer skin, and the demigod of the moon, who is the king of the forest, gave him a Brahma Danda, the rod of a brahmachari. His mother Aditi gave him cloth for underwear, and the deity presiding over the heavenly kingdom offered him an umbrella. O King, Lord Brahma offered a water pot to the inexhaustible Supreme Personality of Godhead. 7 sages offered him kusha grass, and Mother Saraswati gave him a string of rudraksha beads. When Vamana Deva had thus been given the sacred thread, Kubera, the king of the Yakshas, gave him a pot of begging alms, and Mother Bhagavati, the wife of Lord Shiva and most chaste mother of the entire universe, gave him first alms. Having thus been welcomed by everyone, Lord Vamana Deva, the best of the brahmacharis, exhibited his Brahman effulgence. Thus he surpassed in beauty the entire assembly, which was filled with great saintly brahmanas. Samidhim ahitam vahanim kritva parisamuhanam paristirya samabhyarcha samidhir ajuhot vijaha. After Lord Sri Vamana Deva set a sacrificial fire, he offered worship and performed a fire sacrifice on this sacrificial field. When the Lord heard that Bali Maharaj was performing Ashwamedha sacrifices under the patronage of Brahmanas belonging to the Bhrigu dynasty, the Supreme Lord, who is full in every respect, proceeded there to show his mercy to Bali Maharaja. By his weight, he pushed down the earth with every step. So, in this way, as soon as he has appeared, he is getting all these benedictions, all these blessings from all the elders and everybody. Then he is deciding to go to Bali Maharaj's yajna. As soon as he appears, he is doing his business. He has appeared for that, let's do the Leela immediately. Leela Avatara. As soon as he has appeared, without losing much time, I came to satisfy my mother. I am supposed to do this. So he makes his way towards Bali Maharaj's yajna. So amazing things happen in Bali Maharaj's yajna. We will read a little bit. While engaged in performing the sacrifice in the field known as Bhrigu Kacha, on the northern bank of the Narmada river, the Brahmanical priests, the descendants of Bhrigu, saw Vamana Deva to be like the sun rising nearby. O King, because of Vamana Deva's bright effulgence, the priests, along with Bali Maharaja and all the members of the assembly, were robbed of their splendor. Thus they began to ask one another whether the sun god himself, Sanat Kumara, or the fire god had personally come to see the sacrificial ceremony. While the priests of the Bhrigu dynasty and the disciples talked and argued in various ways, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vamana Deva, holding in his hand the rod, the umbrella, and a water pot full of water, entered the arena of the Ashwamedha sacrifice. So, very wonderfully described here. Vamana Dev is arriving at that place. It's like the sunrise from a distance. Everybody is watching. Some are arguing, what is it? Is this a sun or is it somebody coming? He was looking so brilliant. He is arriving. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is come with a wonderful plan. Chalayasi vikramane balim adbhuta-vamana pada-nakha-nira-janita-jana-pavana Kesava dhrita-vamana-rupa jaya jagadisa hare. Chalayasi vikramane. He come to cheat Bali Maharaj. Chalayasi. So the Lord becomes a cheater. It's very interesting how he cheats. How he is going to do is very, keeping us very busy thinking about it. Because he's come in the form of a small boy, a brahmachari. Previously also the Lord appeared as a brahmachari to save Shiva from Vrakasura. Vrakasura, Shiva is very soft-hearted, and Vrakasura said, I will commit suicide, I will cut myself in pieces and offer to you. So Lord Shiva came and said, no, stop it, don't have to do these austerities, what you want, And Vrikasura said that whomsoever I put my hand on their head, they should become ashes. And as soon as he said, so I granted to you, Ashutosh, as he is called, Lord Shiva thought he will be pleased, but Vrikasura was eyeing at Lord Shiva and says, so why can't I try it on you? So this was very strange, totally unexpected, because Asura will do that. That's the meaning of Asura. So Lord Shiva started running with this Vrikasura chasing him. Lord Shiva was running and trying to get help. He was advised by Brahma that better you ask Vishnu only to help. So hearing that, Lord Shiva was seen by Vishnu running from Vrikasura. So he immediately assumed the form of a brahmachari. And then he stopped Vrikasura and said, listen, where are you running? So tired, you are panting. Take a little rest and then go. The Shastra says, do everything nicely without any stress and strain. Definitely you'll be victorious. What is your problem? Why don't I cannot wait, I have to go. No, you wait. You'll be in a better position to finish. Tell me what it is, I'll help you. And in this way he made Vrikasura relaxed. And he, looking so beautiful, wonderful brahmachari, austere brahmachari. So Vrikasura told him, I am so and so and I want to kill Lord Shiva and came to kill Lord Shiva by using the potency I have, but he ran away. This way, he gave an explanation. And the brahmachari, Vishnu, said that, Lord Shiva gave you boon. I better check it twice. I don't think he keeps on doing all these things, everybody. Nothing works, really speaking. You try it yourself, you see it will not work. After speaking very sweet words to him and making him believe in him very easily. Krishna is known as a person who is very good at speaking. The gopis, he speaks to the gopis, it is mentioned he is very smart when he speaks to the gopis. The gopis become completely enamored by his sweet cheating that he does. So the Bhagavatam describes it very beautifully. When Krishna starts speaking with an intention to convince somebody, he is very sweet and very good at speaking. So he spoke to this Vrikasura and very easily influenced him. And Vrikasura foolishly put his hand on his head and destroyed himself. Definitely the boon given by Lord Shiva will be powerful because he is Guna avatar of the Lord also. So in this way he protected Lord Shiva and told Lord Shiva, don't give these type of boons. You have to be very careful whom you give to. So that time he appeared as a brahmachari. Same way now you can see the Lord is appearing as a brahmachari. And he will perform the amazing feat. That's why it's called Urukrama, Trivikrama. 3 steps that he asks. That will be a very interesting dialogue that we can read. So he appears at that wonderful place. Appearing as a Brahmana boy wearing a belt of straw, a sacred thread, an upper garment of deer skin and matted locks of hair, Lord Vamana Dev entered the arena of sacrifice. His brilliant effulgence diminished the brilliance of all priests and their disciples, who thus stood from their seats and welcomed the Lord properly by offering obeisances. Bali Maharaj, jubilant at seeing Lord Vamana Deva, whose beautiful limbs contributed equally to the beauty of his entire body, offered him a seat with great satisfaction. It was very amazing that Bali Maharaj got all these things from Vishnu earlier by doing the Vishwajita Yajna. Shukracharya did this for him. I know that same Vishnu has come and he's going to take everything away from him. He's going to take everything away from him. And he has come as a small, insignificant boy. This is the original meaning of coming as a needle and going out as a plough. Usimari entering. So he's coming as a very beautiful small brahmachari. and he is bewildering, very nicely bewildering Bali Maharaja. Now, Bali Maharaja, simply by looking at Vamana Dev, is very pleased. His countenance, after all, is a Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he has this effulgence coming from him, glow coming from him. So here you will see that for some reason Bali Maharaj is very happy and greatly satisfied. But actually Shukracharya is not. He is watching and understanding that this is Vishnu. He has come to finish the demons, because he always supports the Devas. He has come. He knows that. Thus offering a prayer reception to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is always beautiful to the liberated souls, Bali Maharaj worshipped him by washing his lotus feet. This is the great fortune of Bali. Before the Lord actually gives him that wonderful mercy, he is getting chance to do devotional service. Although he is a demon, he is very pious. See, people don't understand how demons can be pious. Demoniac mentality, and you can perform piety, pious activity, and accumulate punya. So he was very strong by accumulated punya and tapasya. But all that became very useful when he became attracted to Vamana Deva. Simply became attracted and welcomed him and washed his feet and sprinkled the charanamrit. Pada-nakha-nira-janita-jana-pavana. This is the saving everybody as Ganges later, the water from the lotus feet, is already drunk by Bali Maharaj. He is already getting blessings of the washings of the Lord's feet. This is all the Lord's doing. Right? Lord Shiva, the best of demigods, who carries on his forehead the emblem of the moon, receives on his head the great devotion, the Ganges water emanating from the toe of Vishnu. Being aware of religious principles, Bali Maharaja knew this. Consequently, following in the footsteps of Lord Shiva, he also placed on his head the water that had washed the Lord's lotus feet. Okay. See, he is placing the water that washed the Lord's lotus feet on his head. Now what more do you need? Now you rendered service directly to the Supreme Lord, taken his washings and put on your head. Now you come very close. Krishna is influencing Bali and pulling him closer, giving him an opportunity to worship him, giving him an opportunity to become a devotee. That is what is a wonderful thing. Bali Maharaj then said to Lord Vamana Deva, he has not fully become a devotee, but he is on the way. That's why he is saying, Vamana Deva, to, O Brahmana, I offer you my hearty welcome and my respectful obeisances. Please let us know what we may do for you. We think of you as a personality, as a personified austerity of the great Brahmana sages. O my Lord, because you have kindly arrived at our home, all my forefathers are satisfied. Our family and entire dynasty have been sanctified, and the sacrifices we are performing is now a complete because of your presence. So the stage is set for Vamana Dev to perform his amazing Leela, and Bali Maharaj has got influenced. After all, everybody is attracted to the Lord, even the demons. That Krishna is mentioning, Priya Priyohi Aham Jantavyah. To all the people in this creation, I am very dear, I am dearest to them. So here, amazing combination is, Bali Maharaj is a demon and he is being influenced by Vamana Dev, and he is coming to completely surrender to Vamana Dev gradually. And the first thing is he has washed his lotus feet and taken the water on his head. And the second is, he is saying, what service I can do for you, tell me, what do you want? He is asking. And the answer will be very nice. Yad yad vato vanchasi tat pratichha me Tvam arthinam vipra sutanutarkaye gam kanchanam gunavat dhamamrishtam tata annapeyam udava viprakanyam graman samhridam sturagan gajanva ratams tatar hattama sampraticha. O son of a Brahmana, it appears that you have come here to ask me for something. Therefore, whatever you want, you may take from me, O best of those who are worshipable. You may take from me a cow, gold, furnished house, palatable food, drink, the daughter of a Brahmana for your wife, prosperous villages, horses, elephants, chariots, whatever you desire. So it's a great irony that he is offering all these things. If you want a girl, I can get you. If you want an elephant, I can get you. But Vamana Dev is not come for all these things. I want you. Actually, I have come here to get you, not what you possess. That is all available with me. This is how we make offering. If you don't surrender fully, if you make partial surrender, then Krishna will do the needful. I call that the Vamana moment of your life, or the Bali moment of your life. When you think that what you have done is enough and you are settled down, no more surrender, I am settled down nicely in the Krishna consciousness moment, I am initiated, everything I have done. Right? And you feel that I have offered I am not working anymore, I gave up my money to the temple and I am wearing tilak, I don't wear this dress anymore, I am not having any post, I am simply a devotee. But we are not surrendering fully. And we think we have given, I have given you elephant, gold, cow, furnished house, palatable food, drink, everything, my Lord. I must be very great devotee. So we will know very soon what will happen. Step by step surrender. That is very interesting. Surrender does not occur instantly, but for Bali Maharaj it occurred pretty much pushed by the Lord. But normally people take their time to surrender, take a very long time, many janmas sometimes. Sometimes they surrender immediately. And that immediate surrender they are able to do because of the mercy of the Lord. And Lord Vamana Dev was merciful to Bali, pushed him to surrender. And Bali very nicely accepted that and surrendered. Om Tat Sat. So we shall continue tomorrow. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 8th canto, 18th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Lord Vamana Deva, the dwarf incarnation. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.